Hey guys, it's your girl Shay, and I wanted to bring you on my weekend reset. So these are things that I do to obviously reset my new week, head into the new week with like a productive, healthy mindset. This is how I stay on track. So first thing I'm gonna do is meal prep. So I have made a pact to myself that I want one serving of fruits and veggies for every single meal that I eat. That includes my lunches. So I meal prep my lunches because when I work in the office 2 times a week, I want to make sure that I have healthy options at my fingertips, you know what I mean? Otherwise, I'm going to sneak into that deep, dark rabbit hole of buying food, eating junk food, all that. So one of the easiest things for me is just selecting a type of protein. So protein can be like chicken breast, beef, ground beef, shrimp, all that stuff, and then preparing it how I like. So I don't really follow recipes, to be honest with you. I just have my seasonings that I like to use. So I'm gonna leave that on the screen because these are the seasonings I use for pretty much every single thing. I sometimes I switch it up, but it just depends. So I'm pretty much gonna be using some garlic seasoning, some paprika, some dried parsley flakes, and then some Montreal steak seasoning. And then I wanted to do like a little barbecue type taste. So I use the Sweet Baby Ray's sweet and spicy barbecue. Delicious. And then I'm gonna throw this on the barbecue grill that I have, and then it's gonna taste delicious. This was so good. My brother said it tasted like Nando's, okay? And I also grilled my vegetables, so that was delicious. So corn is finally in season, so I can get them by the box. So I just picked up a couple and I'm gonna throw this on the barbecue. So I'm making another marinade. The only difference is that I'm going to be adding butter to this to get that nice savory taste. And so I'm just going to be coating all the corn on the cobs. And I actually learned this from Tashana Charles, but she actually said to grill the corn and then to cut it off with a knife and eat it like as normal. And I was like, game changer, because girl, I don't want to be eating no corn on a cob while I'm at work, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of messy. So yeah, I'm cutting it off and that's just how I'm going to eat it. Another thing I like to do is, this is the first time in my life that I've actually had weekends off. Every single job that I've had in my life, I've worked weekends, okay? I haven't been able to go out. So what I like to do is go with my family, go plant shopping, go look at some deals. We actually found this Parlor Palm and it said it was $13.99 and actually, I'll just tell you the story because it was funny as hell. So we see these Parlor Palms for $13.99. Now, this was like an 18-inch plant. If you know plants, this is hella expensive usually. So $13 was a steal. This plant is usually like $50. So we take it in, we see this older lady and she's like, oh, I want one too. This is such a good price, blah, blah, blah. So I actually helped her put 4 into her cart, because she's a frail old lady. So I helped her. We get to the cash and it's ringing it up as like $25. And I'm like, oh, nope. And I actually had taken a video of the pricing because I was like, this is unbelievable. I want to show you guys on YouTube because this is crazy. This is a great deal. So come to find out that the plant was like marked wrong. And then we had to call a manager because the older lady was like, nope, I want it for this price, blah, blah, blah. So the manager came out and he goes, well, I don't see the sign. So apparently one of the workers had actually like skedaddled and like removed the sign before we could cause issues. And I'm like, yeah, this is what I hate. I don't like when people think I'd be stupid, but I had the receipts because I had my phone recording. So I showed the video and I'm like, do you think I'm dumb? I have the recording. Like, you think I'm just lying about this pricing? And then the guy's like, well, we didn't see it. So yeah, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so long story short, that was just a giant rant. But yeah, so we like to go out. So my dad had this great idea to make like a backyard type of garden, and because we don't plan on staying here like forever, we didn't want to like dig it into the ground. So we bought this like trench type thing, and so this is the first time we've ever done this. So we actually asked the plant experts, and they said you need to put this type of rock, it's like almost gravel, at the bottom, at the base of your little trench. The reason you do this is because you want drainage. And so we bought these rocks, and then we put the potting soil on top of it, and we wanted a very like airy mix so that when it does rain, the plants are not going to be soaking wet. They're just going to be nice and happy. So you see how messy this was? Like me, the clean freak, I was like, oh. Anyways, so my dad actually had planted these onions. We had left them in the basement and they actually started sprouting. So we decided to plant them. And these are potatoes that we actually had sprouting in the basement. We're like, okay, we're just gonna plant them. I was actually shocked because there was like a good 15 to 20 little potatoes in this. So what we did was we decided that the bottom layer was gonna be nice, like potatoes, nice fertilizer for the flowers. So the whole entire bottom are these little tiny potatoes. Look how much we got. This is crazy. They grew them. this is crazy. And then we put some dirt on top of it, and then we planted some nice little flowers that we got on sale. So usually at the beginning of spring, you can go and find flowers for like 98 cents, you know. Sometimes you can get some on clearance. This is what we did. So we just kind of got a bunch of colorful ones, and the idea was that we would have some colorful flowers that will attract pollinators like bees and wasps and all that stuff. This one was actually, this like pink flower was actually on clearance. We got some lilies, so it just looks really, really nice and peaceful. It was like a nice bonding experience. So like me and my dad just kind of like dug this up, and here is the final result. This is what we have in our backyard right now. I've actually recently decided to transfer over some of my plants to Leca. So Leca is this lightweight clay aggregate, and what this is it's a medium. So it's a medium-like soil. It has many benefits that soil doesn't. So one of the things is that you can avoid root rot. So root rot is when the roots are like soaking wet, they're left in water for too long, they start to rot, and it kills the plant. So I've been trying to use Leca for this alocasia here because it kept turning yellow, you know, it just wasn't happy in the soil. So I decided to just try it in Leca. So the water that I'm putting it is in a nutrient mix. So I'm just putting 1 tablespoon of fertilizer. I'm just following the directions on the little bottle. That bottle I got from the dollar store. And then I'm mixing it into this larger basin of water, and then I'll be using that to refill the water. This is my Monstera addisonii, and this also is not happy. I've repotted it like 3 times, and some of the leaves keep turning yellow. It didn't really do much. I'm like, you know what? Maybe this will do a lot better in water. And I also want to be nosy and like look at the roots and how they grow. So this is actually in water currently. I'm looking at it right now, and it looks to be happy. No yellow leaves. It's thriving. So hopefully this spits out some new leaves this summer. Then I just wanted to show you a nice sunshine view of like my plants. These are some of like my new plants that I've gotten. So these are my prayer plants. I've actually come to love them. They're very finicky, okay? And this is my alocasia. This actually gave me a new leaf. This one is kind of temperamental, not gonna lie. I got a begonia. Look at this spotted begonia. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, but she is temperamental, okay, because she does not like low humidity. So this one is kind of dying, but you know what? I still love it. Here's my green pothos. I think it's beautiful. And then this is my heart-shaped fern. Isn't this such a cute, unique plant? I never knew this even existed. Here is my ficus elastica. So, oh, I dropped it. This is so funny because I didn't even mean to do that. Here is my Monstera deliciosa. Yeah, it's a baby plant, and here's my plant setup. And of course, you know, it can't be a weekend reset without a visit to the flea market. So this flea market is the 613 Flea. It is hosted in Ottawa. They have this every 2 weeks, and it goes throughout the winter and the summer. So this is just really, really nice. I just wanted to bring you along with me. But I hope you enjoyed this weekend reset. Let me know what your like weekend routines are like. What's your activities? What do you like to do? For me personally, this is like a nice little refresher so that when I head to work on Monday morning, I can like enjoy the reset, you know what I mean? Like I was like, okay, well I have my fun on the weekend, so now it's back into work mode, and this is just what works for me. So enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.